Jayden Daniels might not be playing on Sunday, and that changes the entire outlook of this matchup. The rookie quarterback, the Commanders' big hope for the future, is dealing with a knee sprain and hasn't practiced all week. That means there's a very real chance we'll be looking at Marcus Mariota starting against the Raiders in what some people are already calling a revenge game. But let's be honest. If Washington has to roll with Mariota, this is a window the Raiders have to take advantage of. Because here's the truth. The defense has done its job. Through 2 weeks, Patrick Graham's unit has been better than advertised, keeping the Chargers and Patriots in check and ranking near the top of the league in multiple categories. The problem has been the offense. Penalties, missed opportunities, inconsistency in the run game. And while those are issues that need fixing, facing a Commanders team without their starting quarterback, that's about as fair of an advantage as you can get in the NFL. What's up, Raiders fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Raiders. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Raiders. So let's talk about this matchup and why I think the Raiders have a real opportunity in Week 3. First off, let's deal with Washington's situation. Jayden Daniels has been the story all offseason. He's the rookie who's supposed to take that franchise into the future, and in his first 2 starts, we've already seen flashes of the big play that made him a top pick. But the knee sprain he suffered last week is no small thing. According to the Commanders' own reports, Daniels hasn't taken the field in practice, and even their head coach Dan Quinn admitted that the earliest he might go is Friday. That's not a good sign when you're prepping for an NFL game on Sunday. And this isn't just about Daniels. Washington's injury report is starting to stack up. Wide receiver Noah Brown hasn't been practicing. Tight end John Bates missed time. Even Deebo Samuel, who they traded for to give Daniels another weapon, has been banged up. So you're looking at a team that might be without its rookie quarterback, down at least one pass catcher, and trying to piece things together against a Raiders defense that is already feeling confident. That's not the position you want to be in if you're Washington. Now, let's flip it back to the Raiders. We're sitting here at 1-1. Week 1 was a win against New England. Not a perfect game, but enough to get out with the victory. Week 2 against the Chargers, we all saw it. Ugly on offense, frustrating. But the defense held Los Angeles to 20 points in their own building. The Raiders' offense gave the ball away too many times. And still, the game was within reach. That tells you something. It tells you this defense is keeping this team alive. And that's exactly the kind of unit you want heading into a matchup like this one. So, what's the formula against Mariota? It's pretty simple. You keep him in the pocket. You make him beat you with his arm. Mariota has been in the league a long time, and we know what he is at this point. He can still move, he can extend plays, but when you force him to throw down the field consistently, that's when mistakes come. And the Raiders are built to take advantage of that. Think about it. The defensive front has been generating pressure. Thomas Booker, a guy not many people were talking about coming into the season, has been one of the most consistent defensive tackles in football through 2 weeks. Malcolm Kuntz has stepped up. Tyree Wilson is still developing, but he's flashing. And then, of course, there's Max Crosby. Has Max been as dominant as usual through 2 games? Maybe not, but we know the standard he holds himself to, and if there's ever a week for him to get rolling, it's this one. Against a banged-up offensive line, against a quarterback who doesn't want to sit in the pocket, Max Crosby has to make his presence felt. And then you've got the linebackers, Devin White, Jermaine Pratt, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Jamal Adams, who has been one of the biggest surprises of the season. Back-to-back weeks, he's graded out as one of the best defenders on the field. He's playing physical. He's making tackles. He's proving people wrong. That's the kind of energy you need in a game where Mariota is going to check the ball down, where the Commanders are going to try to run quarterback draws and RPOs. Linebackers have to clean it up, and I feel good about this group right now. The secondary has been hit and miss, but Eric Stokes looked strong last week. If I'm lining things up, I'd like to see Stokes on Deebo Samuel if Deebo is healthy enough to play, because that's a physical matchup. Q Blue Kelly on Terry McLaurin makes sense, though that matchup does worry me a bit. Still, the Raiders don't have to play hero ball on the back end. If they just keep everything in front of them and prevent the big play, Mariota is going to struggle to put together 10, 12-play drives all afternoon. That's not his game. Now, let's talk offense, because this is where the conversation has to shift. The Raiders' defense gives you a chance to win, but the offense still has to show up, and so far, it hasn't been consistent. Geno Smith was excellent in week 1, but week 2 was a disaster. 3 interceptions, no rhythm, no confidence in the deep ball. He's got to bounce back, and this is the week to do it. The Commanders' defense is good. Dan Quinn knows what he's doing, and he's going to take away the deep shots. He'll play cover 2, force you to dump it off underneath. The key for Geno is simple. Don't force it. If the 4-yard check down is there, take it. If Jakobi Meyers is open on the intermediate routes, take it. You don't have to win the game in one throw. You just have to keep the offense on schedule, move the chains, and let your defense keep you in it. Jakobi Meyers is going to be huge in this game. He's been Geno's safety blanket already, and I think he's going to see a ton of targets again. Brock Bowers is still not at 100%, but when he and Michael Mayer are both on the field, the Raiders can use more 12 personnel. And guess what? Washington has been terrible against tight ends so far. Through 2 weeks, they've allowed 175 receiving yards to that position, which ranks near the bottom of the league. This is where you attack. Short passes, tight ends over the middle, and let Myers eat on third downs. The running game, though, that's the part that has to change. Right now, the Raiders are near the bottom of the NFL in rushing attempts. Yards per carry, and run block win rate. That's a recipe for disaster if it continues. Ashton Jeanty has shown flashes, but he hasn't had enough touches to really get going, and I get it. Against the Chargers, Chip Kelly probably thought they needed to throw to keep up, but the defense ended up holding the Chargers scoreless in the second half. If they had stuck with the run a little more, the game might have flipped. This week, they can't make the same mistake. Washington is giving up over 100 rushing yards a game. You can run on them, and you have to run on them. Even if it's not flashy, even if it's 3 or 4 yards at a time, that's how you open up the passing game and keep Geno comfortable. Special teams could also play a role. Daniel Carlson has been as reliable as ever, and in a low-scoring game, his leg could be the difference. A J. Cole, though, needs to step it up. He's been shaky, more touchbacks than usual. And when you're the highest-paid punter in the league, you've got to be elite. Field position is going to matter a lot if both defenses hold strong. And let's be real, Zamir White on kick returns, that experiment should be over. He doesn't look confident, and if you don't believe in yourself back there, nobody else will. So, what's my prediction? I think it's a grinder. I think both defenses show up. I think the Raiders lean on Jakobi Meyers and the tight ends. They get Ashton Jeanty more involved, and the defense forces Mariota into at least 1 turnover. Give me Raiders 20, Commanders 16. Low-scoring, physical, not always pretty, but it counts the same in the standings.